Hello and welcome to another episode of your Human Service News and Information. I'm Hasson, Rashid, your host, and I'll be with you for approximately 25 more minutes. You know, it's always excellent being here with you, and it's also a great achievement to come into your lives like we do here daily. That's a CCTV. Okay, I guess you got it. I guess you got some heads up about what time it is, what time of the year it is. It's, well, I'll tell you, it's in a few days, it'll be the autumn equinox. That's the change of seasons when the summer changes into another season. That's autumn. Okay, 4 months of another season is just about upon us. So we'll have more information, I guess, precise information about the autumn equinox in a little while. But until then, I'd like to fill you in on some of the happenings, some things that are happening, I guess, between now and Thanksgiving. Okay. Uh, okay, this is a small reminder that tomorrow night, Thursday, September 20th, 2018, 5:30 p.m. There's the Foursquare and ice cream. That's some type of an agreement between CCTV, the Cambridge Family Y, and Tuscany Ice Cream. There's a matter of it was an offer of the community to get some teams together and play some basketball. I guess it was for the trophy would be some ice cream from this place called Tuskegee. So I just like to remind you that this is going to happen tomorrow, September 20th, 2018. So if you like some additional information, you can call CCTV right now or email CCTV at info@cctvcambridge.org and get some precise information on what this Foursquare and Ice Cream event is all about. That's happening tomorrow, September 20th, 2018, 5:30 p.m. And I imagine it's going to be held at the YMCA because it's about basketball teams that were formed, I guess, over the summer. Okay, I'll have that, some additional contact information for you later on in the broadcast, in the program. Okay, Friday, September 21st, it's what's known as the annual Parking Day here in Cambridge. That's Parking Day. We'll see 150 parking spots turned into lively community spaces for the day. So you're invited to join the City of Cambridge for Parking Day. Highlights includes North Mass Ave, bus and bike priority lanes, Reservoir Church, Porter Local Art Showcase, culinary classes, yoga, Harvard Art Climate Change Preparedness, Inman Birthday Survey Games, Equity Music Central, community supported art, dance classes, pop-ups, Kindle, Parkour, Farmers Market, Big Truck, Music, Poetry, Huron Village, St. Peter's School, CRLS, Youth Designated Separated Bike Lanes, Cloco Challenge. So that's Parking Day once again. So if you like additional information about this year's parking event, Friday, September 21st, 2018, you can go to the website of, I guess that's the City Hall, www.cambridgema.gov/parking day. Okay, most spots open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., some open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, that's just a small reminder that Parking Day is on Friday, September 21st. That's the annual Parking Day. And I don't want you to forget that CCTV's 30th birthday bash is still coming up. That's coming up in the October, okay, October 25th to be exact. And you're still able to buy tickets. So if you like additional information, you can call 617-401-4005 or you can email Clodagh at cctvcambridge.org. And also you can call or email Clodagh about the Parking Day, Foursquare and Ice Cream, this Foursquare and Ice Cream event that we were just covering briefly. Okay, so once again, CCTV's 30th birthday bash, and this year's special guest will be, special presenter will be Assistant City Manager for Human Services at the City Hall, for the City of Cambridge, at City Hall, and that's Miss Ellen Siminoff. Okay, so you still have time to get your tickets for that, and you can also donate an item to the raffle for that event. So the CCTV's 30th birthday bash. Okay, I'll remind you that the 2018 annual conference of the National Organization of Human Services in Philadelphia is happening between October 24th and 27th. That's the National Organization for Human Services 2018 annual conference, Sinister Philadelphia Hotel, Philadelphia, PA, October 24th, 27th. So if you like additional information, still time to get tickets, make reservations, etc., etc. You can go to the website of www.nhsdc.org. Once again, that's www.nhsdc.org. Okay. Also, the National Human Service Data Consortium are having their fall conference too, and that's October 17th to the 18th, 2018, Portland, Oregon. Okay, that's the National Human Service Data Consortium. They're having a conference once again October 17th to 18th. So if you'd like additional information on that, you can go to their website. That's National Human Service Data Consortium.org. Okay, and since October's a little ways off, you'll be hearing more about that event right here at your Human Service News and Information with your host, Hasson Rashid. You know, September 25th is National Voters Registration Day. What is your nonprofit doing about it. So the nonprofits are key players in helping everyone have a voice in their own future, provided we operate a strictly nonpartisan basis, meaning simply charitable nonprofits may not participate in political campaigns on behalf of or opposition to any candidate for office. So we encourage your profit to sign up as an official partner for of National Voters Registration Day. You still have time to do that, and host a nonpartisan voter registration time. Registrants receive access to a communication toolkit, social media assets, checklists, fact sheets, posters, stickers, and much more. To learn more about easy steps to joining and hosting your own event, big or small, check out the Planning for National Voters Day webinar. Sign up today, okay? So I think that may have passed the webinar. So, but for additional information, I think you can go to okay. So let's see if there's contact information for this one. That's the okay. Just I guess put the words National Voters Registration Day, September 25th.org into your computer, and I guess you search it and we'll do the rest, okay? So I don't have the exact number, but I just want to remind you that that's what September 25th is all about nationally. Okay, the Providers Council, there used to be the Human Service Providers Council of Massachusetts. They just changed the name or shortened the name to Providers Council, and they're having their 43rd annual convention expo, and that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow at the at the Marriott Copley Place Hotel, downtown Boston. Rise, that's the theme of the event. Rise, Providers Council's 43rd annual convention and expo, September 20th, Marriott Copley Place Hotel, and you still have time for to get involved with that. So if you'd like to get registration information, you can contact Terry Wells at twells@providers.org. That's the 20th, the 43rd annual convention of the Providers Council. Okay, last year something like a human service trade union or a human service chamber of commerce. Okay, on the September 28th, there's the housing research seminar series continues, and this is events sponsored, I guess, and promoted by the Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies. Okay, so on September 28th, Beyond Public Housing, Housing Authorities' Roles in Local Affordable Housing Markets. That's an event that they're holding. And on October 12th, there's another event there. It's entitled Survival of the Fairest, Past, Present, and Future of HUDs. That's the Housing Urban Development federal agency out of Washington, D.C. Affirmative Furthering Fair Housing Rule. Okay, October 26th, Building Vulnerability in a Changing Climate, Measuring Heat Waves, Impacts on Living Conditions, and Health Outcomes for our older adults. Okay, on November 16th, Diverted Homeowners and Rental Affordability Crisis. November 30th, Why Do Housing Markets Freeze? Investigate Housing Lack, Normal Loss, Aversion, and Reversible Construction. So that's you're invited to bring your lunch, dessert, and coffee will be served. That's the Joint Center for Housing Studies. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so they're at. Okay, there's no. Okay, here it is. 1 Bow Street, 4th floor, Fridays, 12:15. The Joint Centers for Housing Studies. So all those events that I mentioned, the dates, they're to transpire at 12:15 Fridays, 1 Bow Street, 4th floor, and you definitely be hearing more about those right here at your Human Service News and Information. I'm Hasson Rashid, and I almost forgot at the beginning of the program, I wanted to send out my condolences and sympathies to all those folks down in North Carolina and South Carolina and those parts that were affected by Hurricane Francis. All those folks who were directly affected and all those directly and indirectly affected, loss of property, loss of lives. I send out my condolences and deepest sympathies, and I'm certain that the rest of the folks here at CCTV will do the same and mean the same. Okay, I promise you, I made a promise another promise at the beginning of the program. Let me see if I can fulfill that. Okay, I promised that I'd give you some information, some data, information, or whatever you want to call it, knowledge of what the September equinox is all about. The September equinox is when, I guess, the sun moves into a different region of the universe, and also this causes a seasonal change. Without seasonal change, without the sun, we'd have no life. Okay, so these are all life transpiring events. Okay, if that's what you want to call it. But what I'm trying to say is that all these are sensitive to life as we know it on Earth. And so the September equinox. Okay, there are two equinoxes every year in September, March, and when the sun shines directly on the equator and the length of day and night is nearly equal. Okay, opposite sites and seasons. Seasons are opposite on either side of the equator. So the equinox in September, that's now, is known as the autumnal fall equinox in the northern hemisphere and considered the first day of fall. So we have about, I think, 1 or 2 more days before this actually happens. So the next time you see me, it'll be fall. This is late summer right now. So I don't want you to move around town or wherever you are, thinking that it's still summer. No, in a few days it'll be fall. Okay, equinox local time and date. September equinox in Boston, Massachusetts. That's our area. Saturday, September 21st. So that's when the seasons will change. September 22nd, 2018 at 9:54 p.m. Okay, sunrise, sunsets, and day length around September equinox 2018. Countdown to September equinox 2018 at Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, Sunday, September 23rd at 1:54. Local times for September equinox worldwide. Day and night map for September equinox 2018. Equinox and solstice from. Okay, that's another matter that we won't go into now, but Earth axis is tilted. That's very important. At an angle of about 23.4 in relation to the ecliptic, the imaginary plane created by Earth path around the sun. On the end of the day of the year, either the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere tilts a little towards the sun, but on the two equinoxes, the tilt of Earth axis is perpendicular to the sun rays like the illustration show. Why is it called equinox? Okay, that's the last thing I'm going to share with you about this right now. But why is it called equinox? The equinox night and day are nearly exactly the same length, 12 hours all over the world. This is the reason it's called an equinox, derived from Latin meaning equal night. However, even if this is widely accepted, it isn't entirely true. In reality, equinoxes don't have exactly 12 hours of today. So that's a little information, data, knowledge on whatever you want to call it, wisdom on how the seasons change. Without the seasonal change, as we know it here in the Northern Hemisphere, we would have no life whatsoever. Okay, that's a little thing I'm going to pass on to you. So I'd like to remind you that 30th anniversary of CCTV is coming up, and you still have time to get your tickets, okay? You still have time to get your tickets and get all set, arrange your fares for that event. That's 30th Birthday Bash, October 25th, featuring keynote speaker, presenter, Miss Ellen Seminole, Assistant City Manager for Human Services of the Cambridge at the City Hall. She will be presented the Rossi Award for Creative Responses Leadership. Okay, so that's a big thing there. You should be out to congratulate her, encourage her for this achievement. Okay, that's the Rossi Award for Creative and Responsive Leadership. So that's if you'd like the additional information on this, and you want to donate item to the raffle, you can contact Clodagh Drummy at 617-401-4005, Clodagh at cctvcambridge.org. Don't forget now, Friday is parking day here in Cambridge. Additional information on that, you can go to the City Hall's website. That's www.cambridgema.gov. Parking day. Okay, there's a few other things I want to share with you before I leave you this time, but time permits. There's some other events, other things happening that I'd like to share with you. Let's see if I have that information right here. Hold on. Okay, tolerate me for a little bit longer. No. Okay, no. I guess not. Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. I think this is it. Okay, October. In October, the City Council votes on classification as part of the tax process. Okay, October and November, community and question sessions is scheduled at various locations. Okay, the okay, I know what I want to get at. Okay, here it is. Participatory budgeting. They're going to start the voting phase of this year's participatory budgeting process on December 1st through December 7th. So you keep that in mind. I got a project submitted that I'd like to get it past the I guess the initial phases, and as a project entitled laundry trucks for the homeless, so we can keep the homeless clean, and we have laundry trucks. So that's one of the projects, and if we can get it past the cutting, they call it cutting, whereas they take all of the projects and they start shaving down to a certain number, maybe 20 or so, and those are the ones that are voted on. So I hope that my project, laundry trucks for the homeless, make the cut, and you can help it. You can help it do that. So you can, voting time arises, you can make sure that the vote goes to laundry trucks for the homeless. Okay, so that's participatory budgeting. If you like additional information, go to City Hall's website, www.pb.cambridgemod.gov. Vote for official year 2020, official year 20 projects. That's December 1st to December 7th, 2018, in the participatory budgeting process. Okay, one more thing I'd like to bring to your attention before we have to leave you again for another spell. If you have problems with any problems, you renters out there, low income renters, if you have any problems with landlord, any problems that relate to your domestic arrangement as residents and tenants, you can go to the Alliance of Cambridge Tenants. Okay, they'll be glad to help you. And I'll tell you what, you tell them Hasson Rashid sent you. You heard it right here at your Human Service News and Information, and they'll be glad to help you in any way they can. That's Alliance of Cambridge Tenants. If you'd like to write them, they're P.O. Box 391078, Cambridge, Mass. 02139, or you can telephone the Alliance of Cambridge Tenants with your housing-related domestic life problems. 617-499-7031, or you can email them at the tenant@earthlink.net. Or you can go to the acronym ACTS, which is stand for the Alliance of Cambridge Tenants website, www.actcambridge.org. Okay, and so some of the things that if you may have trouble with, if these sound familiar, you give them a call, you contact them. Tenant rights information, useful Cambridge Housing Authority forms and advice, how to contact other agencies, current news and background stories, a calendar of Alliance of Cambridge Tenants, the Cambridge Housing Authority, and other events, housing policy papers and documents, tenant console pages. So the Alliance of Cambridge Tenants office is located is now at Jackson Garden on Prospect Street. It's right in the basement of Poplar Street, corner of 259 Harvard Street, 2 blocks north of Central Square. And office hours are Monday, I guess, there's a new, I guess Mondays, these are old office hours, but I think they're there from 10 to 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, once again, the Cambridge Farmers Market is still open. They'll be open until November, so they're at Norfolk and Bishop Allen. If you like fresh produce, they're still available at the Cambridge Farmers Market. You check them out. I'm Hasson, Rashid, your host, and I always leave you with the fact that superior wisdom can never be subjected by inferior wisdom. So until next time, I leave you with the international cordial. I leave you as I came with the international cordial of peace. Peace be unto you.